Thanks for joining. I
Okay.
think if, um, if you want to pull out your presentation, that will be also fine. Okay, let me thank
Okay.
you again
So
for everybody to be joining this session on Beginner Guide to Power Automate. Today we have a special guest, Napol, and who will be walking us through the guide on Power Automate, how you can get started on Power Automate. And before I move into to the session, I just want to give an intro about the community. So we are conducting this kind of webinar, which is related to Microsoft, open source. We'll be having more webinars and training in the community. If you find today's community or event useful for you, please do join the community. There is two things about today's session. That is recording. The session will be recorded and will be uploaded in our YouTube channel. You can watch it whenever you have time, or you missed to watch it, or you left in between. Secondly, there is certificate of participation, which you can get after you stay till the end. I will be sharing a form to you where you can get your certificate of participation. Please to fill out it accurately so that you will get the certificate accurately and in your email itself. And without any more delay, we can get into it and moving the mic to Nepal to get started and give a brief intro about himself and what he'll be talking about. Over to you, Nepal.
okay, thank you, Surak. Okay, so let me share my screen first. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this session, beginner guide to Power Automate, that I will be your lead instructor for this session. So my name is Napol Hengbumrung, and I am a Microsoft certified trainer and also have some certificate about the Power Platform. And you can subscribe free me via this link. There is my Facebook page, my LinkedIn, my Line official, and so on. So okay, so these are some of my certification that I want to share your guys. Today, the knowledge, the learning process is very easily right now because you can get all or most of this certification for free if you have the chance to join the event or the free exam voucher or anything else. It's all almost free to you to you just have some time to learn. So okay, before we get started to the Power Automate, I would like to see you the briefly concept about how was the what is the Power Automate, what is the low code. So for some traditional software development, some solution digital development, the business user and the professional developer will have some barrier that they can communication, they can talk clearly 100% what they want, what is the requirement, what is the solution. But right now there is here is come with a low code technology which is naming the new name for the person who use the low code technology as a citizen developer. This guy can transform from business user to nearly to the technology by low code developer. So there is no need to coding or just need just a little bit low code to build a solution. And for this concept, they can work with the professional developer clearly, more faster, low cost, and make it more powerful to your customer. So because we're cleaning, I would like to share this video as a first. Yeah, this is always I would like to share you guys is if you guys are new in digital safety or new in the Power Automate Power Platform, you are business user. The best way to learn is to Google it. And as of right now, we have the generative AI such as ChatGPT or the Bard, so you guys can learning by is also it is very easy and also me also always Google every day when I build some solution some automate because I cannot learn everything because for something like in the Microsoft Learn you will found that there is about 10,000 pages you have to learn about the Power Platform. This is very huge, so you just have to learn the basic concept. What is it? What is does it called? And then you can Google it to make your solution full performance. Okay. Okay, so why automation? I bring this from the Gartner. As you can see that the critical need and current job opening, the top right is the automation, and the automation, what is to learn. So as of the Magic Quadrant Enterprise Low Code Application Platform, you will see the Microsoft is one of the leader of the low code application, but there also will be our system and the Mendix. But I will tell you what that if you guys using the Microsoft author product already, such as Excel or Microsoft Team as you joining this session, or Outlook or the SharePoint, OneDrive, it is good to start with the Power Platform because it is really seamlessly into integrate with that application. So let's start with them. So for the Microsoft Power Platform, is this you will be familiar with this one, right? Something like let me see, Word to make the document, the report, the Excel to make some complex calculation, to make the report balance sheet, something like that. PowerPoint as I using to presentation, you guys you will familiar with them. And Microsoft Team for meeting, virtual seminar like this. SharePoint and OneDrive for storage and sharing, knowledge sharing site for the communication, Outlook for emailing, for calendar, OneNote for noting, and here is come Microsoft Power Platform, the low-code platform that span in the Microsoft 365, Azure Dynamic 365, and also the standalone apps. It is including with the world the first famous one, the Power BI. For business analytics, you can quickly create the business report, the analytics, and also next one is the Power Apps for the app development for the user interface. And here it comes for today is Power Automate, which is the process automation to automate your workflow, your repetitive tasks. And the other another user interface is the Power Virtual Agent, which is the chatbot. You can easily create chatbot without coding. And also this one is the new one that come from the Power App called the Power Page. It is for the to create the website like the WordPress, something like that. And but with the low code and with the Power App function. And so on. There is a many thing connected in here. And next, for today's agenda, I will run through you to Power Automate Cloud and let introduce you each trigger for the flow, such as the instant cloud flow, event cloud flow, schedule cloud flow, and also we will have the session to preview the co-pilot in the Power Automate. Okay, so let's start first one, intro to Power Automate Cloud. So this video will be short briefly to you guys. What is the Power Automate?
What does the new way to work look like to you these days? Meetings? Sales calls? Your commute? How about the nitty-gritty stuff, like capturing 1,700 new customer data profiles and uploading to your CRM? Or processing reams of commercial loan data across siloed storage systems? Well, if you're using Microsoft Power Automate, it sure doesn't look like it used to. Nor will it ever again. Because Power Automate makes it simple for both developers and non-developers alike to easily automate repetitive, time-consuming workflows that work nonstop behind the scenes for anything from sending push notifications when your manager emails to bigger triggers that work across your whole enterprise. It's an ingenious way to connect older legacy systems to new ones, too. Built for desktop, cloud, mobile, whatever you need, so you can focus on the more important stuff, like where you're going instead of just what you're doing. Everything from data entry and reporting to processing forms and invoicing, done faster, more economically, secure and compliant, with a lot fewer costly mistakes. And it's so smart, you can even ask it to make recommendations about what you should be automating and how. Crazy, right? If this new way to work has taught us anything, it's that it's time to rethink a whole lot of things. It's time to take care of what's important and automate the rest with Power Automate. To try it today, free, just go to Microsoft.com/PowerAutomate.
Okay, so automate anything. and focus the rest. Okay. So as you can see from the video introduction, you will see the what Power Automate Cloud and the Power Automate Desktop. So, but for today's session, I will focusing on the Power Automate Cloud. So, okay, what is the value through Power Automate brings? The automatic automating repetitive tasks, guiding a user through a process, connecting to external data source, as is mentioned that there is you can connect to the bot legacy and the new one, and also automating desktop-based process. This is one of the common uses that can use with the Power App and the Power Automate, such as right, you have the button trigger from the Power App, and then get the manager from the user who trigger, and then send the approval from the Power App with the Power Automate to approve within Microsoft Teams. This is one of the example to integration. So as I mentioned before, right now there is a system developer that which you can work closely with a professional developer, and you can easily adapting to changing workforce expectation. You can delivering custom collaborative digital experience. And also you can become more agile by quickly building solutions based on your organization rapidly changing needs. End user always change, right? So also that on top of that, you can reduce extra costs associated with the custom application by leveraging low code, no code tools. So the automate can process across your apps and service. As is, for example, you can use the AI builder. I will mention it later. You can use the simple automation to advanced scenario which branch, like this, loops, and more. Also, you can trigger action, grant approval, get notification, like where you work into your mobile, into your Microsoft team, and so on. You can automate legacy, on-premise, and cloud-based application, but in the Power Automate Cloud and Power Automate Desktop. Okay, so this is the overview of all of the Power Platform. There is a data service from like this, the native Microsoft 365, which you can easily integrate it with them with the Power Automate. I will have some example for today, and also the ERP system of the Microsoft Dynamics 365, Azure, absolutely, on-premise database on your computer, Dataverse low-code database, and also all of the legacy systems, SAP, Salesforce, something like that. And here's come the process automation. From our side, you can have the Automate Desktop, which is you can create the robot processing automation, which you can work rightly as you work. For something like you open website, you log in, you have to scraping the data input into the Excel. This one can work with the Power Automate Desktop. And also today, Power Automate Flow, or you can call digital process automation. Which one is working on the cloud base? You don't have you don't have to have the computer. You just have the account for the Power Automate, and it work on the cloud base on the data center of the Azure. And also you will have the AI builder, which is the low code AI. You can using the AI preview model that Microsoft already trained for you. For something like you will have to take a picture and scan the invoice to get some text, some information to process auto, right? That and also the approvals. And lastly is what how you can interface with the user. You can have the Power Apps, the embed Power Apps in your application, the web portal, or it's called the Power Page, the chatbot, the Power BI, Microsoft Team, Microsoft Project, Microsoft Auto Product, everyone. This is all of the functional flexibility of the Power Platforms. Okay, let's go to slide. So when you come to think of it, you want to automate something, you want your process to automation. This is what you have to think first. The first one you have to think is that when the flow should start, when you want it to auto. So this one is what you are defining the trigger, what you want to trigger. The first one, when something changes, something, sorry, I accidentally mute myself. Okay, when something changes, you might consider when the email arrive, you may wait from the email for your boss, for your contractor, for your merchant, something like that, to send email to you, and then processing some process, send the attachment, send the invoice to have the approval automatically, something like that. And then you maybe have some the processing document, the modify change on your SharePoint. Someone have upload the file to SharePoint, insert the new item, then the automation start. Also, when the Power BI refreshing, when the someone submitting the Microsoft form, let's automating. The next one is on a schedule. You may have some repetitive tasks that you work every week, for such as you have to create the Excel report to your boss, to your coworker every Monday on 10 a.m. You can set up that. And the last one is absolutely on a button press on the instant flow. You can order them to automate something like you have the automate mobile to trigger and everyone so on. And lastly, every trigger you can set all of these trigger to order the Power Automate desktop. Something like you can uh, push a button to start the RPA process on the schedule, start RPA process and event also. So this one you have to consider first. And his one is some of the trigger example that you can see here. We have the Microsoft Form, SharePoint, OneDrive, SQL Server, Azure, Team. A lot. We have a lot of the connector to integrating. And next one, the connector which you can work. You can have the standard connector, which is come with the Power Automate free license. This is very much more that you can make some automated automate already, such as Google Drive, OneDrive, SharePoint, email, LinkedIn, Twitter. And if you want more, we will have the premium connector, which you can work with something like SAP, Salesforce, and so on. For the custom connector, also you can using the API to connect with your legacy system or your own system also with this premium connector. Okay, that and also there is a lot of template in Power Automate Cloud which you can try, right? I will demonstrate to you. And also you will have the Power Automate on mobile, which you can easily trigger like this, the button, Power Automate on mobile, the button in the your apps. Okay. Okay. So I will go through for the real one in the Power Automate right now for some of the case. So I will check the chat first if you have any question. Okay. Okay, no question yet. Okay, so I will start first thing by introduction to you guys here. So if you guys already have the 365 license, that's fine. But if you are newbie here, I recommend you to search in the Google with this wording Microsoft Developer Program and click the first one here, the Developer Program. Because with this developer program 365, you can have your own tenant, your own 365 license, your Power Automate free license, premium license, and Power BI and everything. You can create renewable 90 days with Microsoft 365 E5 for developer subscription. So you can try everything before you buying it. So this is the most recommended you should apply. And if you are already apply, let's go. So I will start with here. You can exit the Power Automate. This one, powerautomate.com. And then the app launcher here, you can exiting to the Power Automate and wait a moment. This is the interfaces that you will using to create your automate your Power Automate cloud, right? So let's explore. The first one is that you will have the environment here. By default, you will get through your default tenant. So if you apply for developer program, I recommend you guys to apply it for, I mean this one. Okay, here. So I recommend that you should apply for the USA tenant because all the preview function or the new function such as the copilot that I will demonstrate in the end of session is will be available first at the USA tenant. So if you want to apply, please on the USA. But I will demonstrate in our region, Asia first. So as you can explore, there will be the learning, which is the Microsoft Learn that you can learn by yourself here. You can follow this to make you more with the Power Automate. For example, this is one of the Microsoft Learn that you can forwarding them to start your Power Automate learning session. And also this is the news update and also pricing video community forum that you can ask a question if you have some problem. So let's go to the video that you can learning by yourself. Microsoft already upload the how to build your first phone in the my YouTube already. You can learn from here also. This is a very useful resource. So I will giving you guys in the chat. Yes. Okay. And next one, this is the news. And okay, so I will explore you guys. The first one is the template. Here you go. There is a lot of template that you can easily create your Power Automate in here. For example, you will have to here you would like to save your email attachment to your OneDrive. There is a mention that how many audience already use this flow. Yeah, I will try this one. Okay. When you apply the template, they will asking you will need to sign in because when the automation start, you will need what to automation in the name of. So I would like to automate the Outlook in the name of myself. So I log in with my own account. Yes. And also here, I will log in bot side with my own account here. Right. So, okay. Oh, so time is gone already. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay, maybe something wrong. So, okay, just log in here. I will not showing to log in your Sky because I will go to next step to see when you can apply the template, you will see the same interface for when you create a new one. So let's go to the creation. The creation, you have three ways to make a form. The first one is start from blank that I mostly use here. Also start from a template I demonstrated to you guys before. And also start from the connector. Which one would you like to start? Okay. So the first one, I will show you guys for the instant cloud for here. Let's select the trigger by manually trigger for from Power Automate Mobile. And then okay, this is the old canvas that you will start to use to create the power automation. The first one of the canvas is that on the top of that, you will have on the top, you will have the trigger. And then of the trigger, you all of the rest is action, right? So when to start and what to do. That's all for the power automate. So let's start with a simple step, right? I would like to send email. Yeah. You can use the Outlook to send email. Also, the mail is fine, but I recommend you guys to use the Office 365 Outlook to send the email or the auto application also. Use this the latest version. When I taught you, maybe it's on the version 2, but tomorrow it will be version 3, whatever. Just use the latest version. It's fine. Okay. Okay, here you go. The send email is requiring T specific field, which is similar when you send email in the Outlook. Who you want to send the email, what is the subject, and what is the body. Okay, let's try sending email to myself. Here it come, my email. And then I may use hello from username. Yeah, for myself, right? And then hello from I said full address by myself. So you guys may be confused. What is the box on the right side, right? This one is a dynamic content. The dynamic content. What is the dynamic content? I will have the some of the briefly concept here. The dynamic content here. Okay. The dynamic content in Power Automate. In Power Automate, the dynamic contents are the kind of variables produced by trigger and action that are used in the flow. It lets the user or your guide select the field that reference the previous step. For example, in the detail, for something like manual trigger 4, this one is, I will show this very easy for me. Okay, the variable, which is, this one is dynamic, depending on who trigger for the username who trigger for. There is some description here, right? The username of the user who trigger the for. If I trigger by myself, it will be my name. If I share this for to my friends, my coworker, this one it will be my coworker name, something like that. And also you will have the date, the timestamp that the flow was triggered, and also the address. That does mean that where you trigger it for. So right now you can easily create the check-in in the work automation to your coworker for something like they can automate from their mobile and then send the address to their boss that I already come at work already. This is very similar case you can use. So let's try what is the field, right? After finish that, you can save. There will be automation name here, which is you can rename later. So let's start test manually. You can test manually or automatically if you have the previous trigger. Okay, let's go. Test. It will ask you guys to have the permission to Outlook because the Power Automate Cloud will send an email in the name of yourself or the name of this connection, which is my email address. This means that you can have the other email, whether you are owner of this email or not. You just have to the user and the password to make the connection. For example, right here. Okay, so let's start again. Test manually, sign in and continue. Let's start run for. Okay, complete. Let me check the chat first. Hmm. Is send me recording. Okay. Okay. So let's check the email. Here is come. Outlook. Okay, my emails. As you can see, hello from Bangkok, Thailand. I'm in Thailand right now by myself, Napol Hengbumrung. I would like you to compare here. Is that this is the email I was sent here, and this one. Yes. Okay. Let's editing. This one already have the history of your test flow. There will be the input, the output of all the flow that you're creating, and also the email. Also, what is the input? What is the output? You can see like a boxing box, also box to box, the process box, something like that. So trigger and action already successfully. So let's make it clear in here. I would like to have you the relationship about the dynamic and static content. So let's start with here. You can see this one, my email. This one is the static content. But for this one, hello from subject here, static content. But the dynamic content username here. This is the dynamic content. Hello from static content. Full address, dynamic content. Username, dynamic content. So this is differently what is the dynamic and the static. It depends who is the trigger. Yes. Okay. Okay. This is the first concept that I would like you to know. And next one, the process flow you can have is directly. If you add a new step here, you must trigger this one. This one runs successfully, and then go to this one. Or you can add here, add action here, right? Maybe I would like to put a message into the Microsoft team here. The next new the next connection here, Microsoft team. I would like to put a message here, right? This flow mean that you will have to post a message first, and when it's done, when it's successful, then it will send email. But I would like to send an email and post message in the Microsoft team together, run similarly, something like that, which means I can make it like this. Okay, I make add a parallel bunch right here and drag and drop to here. Here you go. This one is called the parallel bunch. When you start the for, when you start the for here, it will run here and here together. Maybe you send email is not successful, but this one can run successful. It's independent, but run together. Okay. So let's see what is the most message in the chat or channel. You can post at Flowbot on user. If you post at user, the one who received your message will not know that you use the Power Automate that send message to him or there or her, right? So I recommend you guys to use add a Flowbot because the the person you send the message will notice that this one is from Power Automate, from the Flowbot Power Automate, and then you can select where to post. For example, you can post in channel, chat with Flowbot, and group chat. I will select chat with Flowbot. So if you guys familiar with the Microsoft team, I will show you guys. You have the Microsoft team here. You will have the group chat here. All of this is a group chat, including our virtual meeting is a group chat. And then you have the team here. This is a team that you can send the message in this channel, or this channel, right? So it depends on you where you would like to send the message. Okay. So I will for the chat with bot here, I will send to user email who trigger for and then send message. Hello from I will try the different and when maybe timestamp. Okay, let's try. Save. Okay, the trigger new one manually. You will see that they're asking for the permission from Microsoft Team also. You already have the Outlook and the actioner is the Microsoft Team because you use Outlook and the Microsoft Team. Okay, run for. Okay, already perfect successfully. Okay, here it come. This one is here. You can see this one is a chat with Flowbot. Hello from Thailand. And this one is a UTC time that we already live streaming here, right? Okay, this is the Power Flow chatbot. Okay, sound good. So far, so on here. So this one is the first example of the instant cloud forward which you can easily create by yourself. Let's go back to here on this button. So this one is the detail of your flow. It will mention that what is the name of the flow, who is the owner, and whether is it turn on or turn off. When is this create, what is the type of the trigger, and what is the plan for this, and also the connection. This is one is your connection from my license with the Outlook and the Microsoft team, and there's a history run within. This one is the first one that I have tried, right? And this is the second one. You can take a look here. This is the history from the first one. The first four has only the send an email. Second four has a send email and the Microsoft team. So is this a history? You can examine, find the error. For some time, you might facing that some flow is successful, some flow is error. So you can focus on the error on this page. You can click on the or runs if you have many runs in the day. Okay. Okay, let's move on for next. I already mentioned the instant cloud flow already. The next one is that on this one, you can have some of the input that you can make it top on top for here. You can add an input for here, text, right? What is maybe something like here, lunch. Yeah. What is your lunch? Something like this. And then you can use it as a dynamic content here, lunch, right? Okay. Yes, manually because you will have the new input here. Here, what is your lunch? My lunch is live with chicken. Singapore style. Live with chicken here. Okay. And land the four. Yeah. Okay. Land successfully. Here. Live with chicken here. Okay. Okay. This is the first one of the instant cloud flow. I already mentioned dynamic content. Instant cloud flow here, 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 here. Okay. And I recommend that if you have some error, you can asking something like here, like the ChatGPT or Bard, which is very easy. For example, I will demonstrate you guys that is really easy. For example, here, I might change this one from the user email for to something long. For example, here, the random text, right? And save. I will open the free something like Bard, which okay, and then test. Okay, it's definitely that the Microsoft team on the right will have the error because I put in the long email in the recipient so they can find him, right? So you can see there is an error here, error message here. So you can copy this error for your help into Bart, which is free or something like. What is I create flow in Power Automate and got this error. Please help. Yeah, very easy prompt, right? And here you go. Wait a moment. Yeah, and it gives you a detail right here, right? So mean that user the message could not be found, right? So check the spelling, make sure it's a member. If you are using dynamic content, make sure that it is in the properly format. This is really easily that you guys should can handling your the error inside of your pro. Okay, this is one of the my recommendation. And next one, event cloud 4. Okay, for the event cloud 4, I would like you guys to join us to scan this QR code on this chat to see what it look like here. So I will give you the link in the chat here, right? There is some the question, what is your expectation for this session? So please join us and I will show you this one is one of the event cloud 4 which I already creating to the Power BI dashboard here. Right? I'm not sure you guys are already here, but yeah, you can scan this QR code to join what it look like in the Power Automate. Here you go. This is a flow that I create already for this event. Okay, here, right? Yeah, someone coming. Right? Someone coming. Right. Okay. This one is a example of the Power Automation that you can integrating the event cloud for You can using the Microsoft form to receive message from you guys, and then here, right? Your answer apply here and here to the Power BI live, live right now, right? With with this flow. This is automating event cloud flow. Yeah, as you guys can see, the flow is run, right? Yeah, running. Yes. Right now we have some your knowledge of the Power App funding, right? Power Automate create basic understanding, Power Automation, how to start. Okay, I want to create my work automatically. Perfect, right? I want to learn Power Automate. It's going good, right? This. Okay. Wow. Thank you. Right. So how to build like this, right? Okay. You can submit create approval workflow. I think there is no time for mention that, but if there is a time, I will send it to you guys. So this one is using of the Power Automate that you can streamline the real-time analytics from the Microsoft Form with the Power Automate to have the real-time data in your dashboard. As you can see, it is keep coming if you guys already answer here, right? It's keep coming. Wow, great. Power Automate, a gentle introduction, do the success more. Hot damn, thank you. Right, this is one of the example that you guys can build. So how to build? Okay, let's see. Let's see. This one is a second trigger that I uses. You can see that I have here the trigger. The trigger is not called the instant. It's called the event cloud for. It's not dependent I want it to working or not. It depend on you guys. When you guys submitting the Microsoft form, it will be work right now, right? As you can see, it is still working, right? As your guy already answered the question, right? Right. So here's when a new response is submitted, you create it, select the form, that Microsoft form that I create. Here's it will be this the name of this form. Yeah, right. This one, right? You guys already answered this for wow, 53. So this one is very huge, right? Okay, right. And then you will need the get response detail. What are you guys answering? You need the here the response ID here. Response ID from the previous one, the dynamic content from here to here, right? And then you add the row to the data sets. What is the data sets? So let's go back in real quick for here in the My Workspace that you can have the free license in the Power BI here. Right, this you can have this one streaming data sets. You can create a new one here using the API, which I already create for you guys here. Streaming data set, right? Add the column expectation, just one. This one is a JSON format, which you can using any data to input here. In my case, I using data from Microsoft Form to create the streaming data set. And then here it come. I create the report here. Here you can see this is the report that your guy already answering to me. Here you go, right? Wow. Okay robotว้าว some Thai people right ขอบคุณนะครับที่มาติดตามวิศกรเป็ดนะครับโอเค right a gentle introduction this one is one of example of the real time analytic I'm new to Power BI also Power Automate wow thank you you can streaming the real time analytic for like this and then you can have this is one is called a report right and then you pin the report into the dashboard here, which is look really friendly for more right now. Okay, and then you come back to here, Power Automate. You using the action add row to a data set. You create my workspace here, which is free data set beginner guide here. table, real-time data, and then the dynamic content from the guest response detail here, right? Here, guest response detail, what you spend here, okay? Actually, this one is already complete, but I add the Microsoft team to notify me also. I will show you right now. Yes, right? This one is all of your answer that you already answer to me, right? Yeah, it's keep going, it's keep going, right? Wow, perfect. Okay, this one is an example of the real-time analytic which you can create by yourself, which is very good for something like this session. Okay, and you can see this is the history, right? As I mentioned before, it will be only last 10. So if you guys want to examine all of the trigger here, right? All of the trigger, right? You can examine. You can export, you can send a copy, you can turn off, you can share with your coworker. Okay, real quick, like this. So I think you guys has some of the feeling of what is the automate, what is the event cloud for. So the example of the integration with the Power Platform, for example, like this, the Power Automate will take a role as the backend, as a system for your automation. For example, right, yes, you have the data input from Microsoft Form. The Power Automate bring data from Microsoft Form to Power BI, and then you can so on have the storage in the SharePoint. And for the user interface, you can using the Power App. For example, like you will have the requester, the payload, the stakeholder, and so on. This one is a user interfacing. You can using here as a user interface, and also here also this one can be user interface also. But this one is a must for the for automation, right? Okay, okay. Let's move on to the next one. Schedule cloud for. What is the schedule cloud for? The schedule cloud for, let's see the real ones. Creating schedule cloud for. The schedule cloud for main point is that when you want to automating that, right? Starting today on 10 a.m., right? 10 a.m. depend on your guys. How frequently when you want to repeat every minute, every second, every hour, every day, every week, or every month. Every week you can select on every Monday or every Thursday like this. Yes. Okay. Yes. Complete. And then action is the same. Action is the same. Yeah. Actually, you can have the some of the new. Here you go. You right now there is a new action for the ChatGPT. You can using here OpenAI also, which require the premium license. You can make a trial to using the ChatGPT in your Power Automate. So I recommend you guys for this case. One of the famous is one of the pain point that you facing is that everyone needs to email the update Excel. You have the Excel of the project progress. You send the email to your coworker, for example, 20 people, send to your guy, and then someone, I just update and send back. Please check, right? You need to console his Excel from the email. The another one said, this report is not my last update. So you missing the point. You missing to update this one guy's report, right? You forget to update him. And the manager asks, which is the most update file? This is the most common scenario that the pain point that you using the Excel to send email to everyone. So the solution in the Power Automate that you can every Monday scheduling, send the trigger to notify the team, and then update the Excel online on the SharePoint, right? Everyone update on the same file on the cloud, right? And everyone can get the update, right? Whenever everyone update, you can send a notification. For something like this, you can, yeah, the same, post a message, yeah, right? Here you go. Chat with robot. Yeah. And here my email. Okay. You may say, please update this Excel, right? And then you will need a link, which is Excel Online. Maybe it's store on the SharePoint. I will pick it up here. I think this one, right? Yes, you have this one, Excel Online, right? You can share, copy link here easily. Copy link, right? On here, sharing, copy link. Okay, and then you make it link this Excel here, and then it will remind to you or your channel. You may post in the channel instead, right? Post in the channel. Oh, I have to fill new one, right? Okay, here channel Ducky Engineer, general, right? Everyone, please update this Excel. Yeah, very easily. Yeah. Okay, save. Message is required. I already put it. I'm not sure. Okay. Maybe some of the internet. And here you go. Save and test. Okay. Okay. This one will be posted in the channel, right? Here. Everyone updates here. Clicking Excel. Same file. You can update together. And it will showing that is there another guy updating here. As you can see, is myself another one. Yeah. Yeah. You can see update together. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect, right? Perfect. Let's see chat. Thank you, thank you. Your session case study good. Okay, this last one is lastly, and the last one is I will go through your guide for the new function here, the copilot. Here you go. You can start if you guys have the environment, the session, the tenant that locating in the USA, or if not, you can ask your Power Platform admin to create the tenant that not tenant, the environment that locating in the USA, and you will have this one. Starting building your flow with Copilot here, right? You can just when MS form is submit, right? I would like to create approval to my manager. Yes, right. This one is a new one, the Copilot. Here, wow, so far so good. It's making a flow, which is wow. Let's try next, right? It will ask absolutely the new user interface, the connection, right? And then next, visit what form? I may any form here. I would like this randomly here. Approval type, right? Right. Okay, you can create four right now. As you can see, this is a new interface that you will have this one, the Copilot that can help you here. It is very easy. Yeah, condition true. If true, what to send? If false, what to send? You can fill the detail here, which is really similar here. Get manager here. It get my profile and get manager to send email to my manager, right? So this one is very simply, but maybe it's not correct at all. You have to get manager first and then send the approval to him. But here, the highlights here, you can please describe this flow. Nee, here you go. The copilot will help you guys. Yeah, combination. Yeah, if you are new one here, you can ask them and maybe this one. After approval, record MS form data to SharePoint list. The copilot will help assisting you guys. Yes, maybe it take a longer time. So while we are waiting, this one it will be called the AI power editing, which is a new one, which is in the copilot. You will see this option right now if you have the environment in USA. As you can see, this one I don't have the option to go. It's already have I have only this one, but this one is locating in the USA. Oh, it make it too long. Here you go, right? There is the recommend action for you, right? Create item, update item, right? And it's also remove the approval, right? Get my profile approval because you just only to here update item here. Whether what is the approval here. This is very helpful for the newbie, for the new one, or maybe the professional developer that can easily create the action automatically just typing in natural language. Here you go. And then you can save here. Oh, I have to fill in the parameter. But I will show you guys here. As I mentioned, the the new one will have the option, right? Edit with the designer, which is the old one, and this one is a new one I already demonstrated to you guys. So this is the lovely step that you guys can start for the Power Automate with some of the demonstration for today. So I already mentioned here two mode of editing. Okay, okay, and the other one that you can have the approval in Microsoft Teams here. So the last one is that okay. That's all for today. Okay, I completely all of the I already prepared. So if you guys have the question right now, you guys can ask here, right? Yeah, it's very fast. Yeah. Okay, so the time is up. So you guys have any question right now? So I will, if you guys have no question, I will handle the here to Sulet. Are you already here or not? Okay, thank you. Thank you for today to joining my session. Hope it will be useful for you guys.
Thank you everyone for joining. If you guys have any question, please do drop it in the chat box. We still have 2 minutes, and you may be taking some time to, bring up that question. So also we have our community collaborating member who is Pa from Database KP. So if you have anything to let the members here know, you can pick up now. Pa, are you there?
Yes.
Sorry, yeah, please let me allow to speak this conversation. So first of all, thank you, Khun Nipo. Sorry if I pronounce your names, Surex, and all participants. I'm Alex from the database KP, and we are trying to contribute the Myanmar community by supporting and organize such kinds of events. And so please kindly participate in the future events. So we are looking forward to see you, and we grow together and we learn together. Thank you again.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
For the intro. So that is from Database KP from Myanmar, and I have shared their link in the chat box. If you guys, anybody from Myanmar, you can go out and check out their community as well. And thank you, Napol, again for the wonderful session. I can see that everybody here is mind blown what you have shown, and it's super interesting to them. And I hope they will all be checking as well. And yeah, this is thank you all for joining. So this is your certificate of participation link. You guys can fill out and receive it. Basically, that's it. And I have shared the link in the chat box. And thank you again, Napol, and thank you all for joining. and have a great rest of the day.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.